Today we will hear statements by the honourable members for the District of Fairyland, Burin-Granbank, Bonavista, Cape St. Francis, and Bayvert Green Bay. The Honourable, the member for Fairyland.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today in this honourable House and congratulate the Maddox family on their opportunity to participate in Canada's game show Family Feud. Jennifer Maddox, along with her daughters Miranda Maddox and Jessica Lundrigan, and their daughters' spouses Kurt Bussey and Sean Lundrigan, were selected to play on Canada's Family Feud after providing videos and auditions which secured them the chance to take part in a well-known game show. Even though husband and dad Dan didn't actually play, he was their biggest supporter. The Maddox family were lucky enough to get the opportunity to play for Fast Money 3 times, which is the maximum number of times allowed. They fell shy of the Fast Money the first time, but were successful in winning the other 2 opportunities. It was a great bit of fun to watch, and even better to know they were successful in winning the Fast Money on both nights. Great job by all. I ask all members of this House to join me in congratulating the Maddox family on their win. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Burin-Granbank.
Speaker, on May 11, 2022, an incident occurred at the Family Resource Centre in Lamoline in the district of Burin-Granbank during their day program. On this particular day, a parent was attending the playgroup session in the morning with her 13-month-old toddler. During snack time, she was feeding her child in his stroller when he began to panic and show visible signs of choking. As she removed him, it became apparent he had stopped breathing. That's when the family support worker, Ms. Susan Cake, sprang into action and immediately began the Heimlich maneuver. After a few attempts, she was successful in dislodging the item and the child began to breathe. She saved the boy's life because of her first aid training, taking charge, and remaining calm in a horrifying situation. Those who were present that day were amazed by her professionalism. A quote from Mom Valine on the incident: "I will forever be grateful for the quick action and persistence in ensuring my son was safe. It is an experience I will never forget." I ask all members to join me and show appreciation to Susan Cake, a real-life hero. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Bonavista.
Thank you, Speaker. Dr. Tom Barber, who served the residents of Musgrave Town admirably for 30 years, passed away on December the 12th, 2021. He grew up in St. John's and was a standout soccer player with the St. John's Guards. While he practiced in other locations, the bulk of his career was spent in Musgrave Town, where he made his home. Referred affectionately as Dr. Tom, he consistently made home visits to those who had mobility issues or significant health issues. Mr. Wallace Skivington of Musgrave Town recalls that when his mom was dying from cancer, Dr. Tom made many evening trips to his house. He served countless thousands of patients over the years and literally saved many lives. Outside his medical practice, he also was a charter member of the local Lions Club, serving 25 years, 2 as president. In addition, he served on the Musgrave Town Municipal Council and was recipient of the Governor-General's Caring Canadian Award in 2004. He is fondly remembered by the residents of the area as a gem of a medical practitioner who passionately cared for his patients. Dr. Tom was also a wonderful community volunteer. I ask the members of the 50th House of Assembly to join me in extending a deep appreciation for Dr. Tom's outstanding medical career and volunteerism.
The Honourable, the member for Cape St. Francis.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today to recognise 3 constituents who are members of the Holy Cross women's soccer team, who won the Jubilee Trophy at this year's Canadian Championship held in Vaughan, Ontario from October 5th to the 9th. Connie Lewis, Kate Hickey from the town of Logiby-Milk of Outer Cove, and Ciara Malloy from the town of Torbay competed against the country's top athletes and made history as they are the first team from Newfoundland and Labrador to win a national women's amateur soccer championship. Under the guidance of coach Jake Stanford, the team played to a 4-0 record, and in the final game, Holy Cross defeated London Alliance FC 3-0, with a goal added by Connie Lewis. Connie, a graduate of Fairleigh Dickinson University, who also played semi-pro soccer in Australia from 2018 to 2020, and Kate and Ciara, who are currently at Memorial University, credit their success to the support from their families and their teammates. Speaker, I ask all members of the 50th General Assembly to join me in congratulating Connie Lewis, Kate Hickey, and Ciara Malloy on their impressive win of the Jubilee Trophy, and thank them for their contribution to the sport of soccer. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Bayvert, Green Bay.
Speaker, I rise to acknowledge and celebrate 90 years in the life of a man who I've tried my best to emulate my entire life. Born on Pilley's Island on September 30th, 1932, he went to live with his aunt and uncle in Springdale and grew to know them both as Mom and Dad. At the insistence of his mother, a teacher herself, he left his island home to complete his final 2 years at Prince of Wales Collegiate in St. John's. After completing his third year in the field of electrical engineering at the former Memorial campus on Parade Street, was invited to do a work term with Newfoundland Light and Power, and that's where he stayed. Along with his wife Margie, they returned to Springdale with the first 3 of their 6 children in 1964. He became an integral part of the growth of his grandparents' firm and later became president. His work ethic was not to be matched, as was his role as a volunteer. He freely gave his time and talents to all. In 2008, his company and their founders were inducted into the Junior Achievement Newfoundland and Labrador Business Hall of Fame. Celebrating 90 years, 64 years of marriage, 6 children, 12 beautiful grandchildren, 8 wonderful great-grandchildren, and 1 incredible life. I ask my honorable colleagues to join me in wishing my dad, Harold War, a happy 90th birthday.